I'm Jack from Metal Recusant, so I'm joined by Ted from Amon Amarth.
Hi.
So, how are you doing?
Very good, very good. First time here, it's interesting.
How's the tour going so far?
It's been going great. So I've had like sold out shows, most of them so far, and we're really enjoying visiting places in England we've never been to before.
That's cool. So, are you excited tonight, being new territory and all?
Yeah, it's gonna be cool, and the venue is kind of interesting. Playing in a church, it's kind of different, but yeah, it's gonna be cool. I've seen the old Napalm Death video recorded in a similar venue, and it's cool. The Live Corruption. I bought it like many years ago, so it's gonna be cool to do.
Actually, Acre Krog recorded one of their videos here.
Oh yeah?
If you ever seen it, yeah.
Yeah, we played with those guys once. I think that was in London. Oh, cool.
Architects filmed one of their music videos here as well, so a lot of bands do actually use this venue for videos. How do you feel about playing in a former church, but because of your lyrical themes of all about plundering and such?
No, I don't care at all. I mean, it's like, I just enjoy. I enjoy the architecture kind of feeling, and I mean, if it's an old church, it doesn't really matter to me. No. If it's a good venue, it's a good venue.
Awesome. So, like the last time you toured the UK was with Carcass, Bleed From Within, and Hell. Do you have any good memories of that tour? Plenty.
Yeah, that was a very good tour for all the bands. I think we had a lot of very cool shows, and we were all fans of Carcass since the past, and we also recorded in Andy Sneap's studio. Oh, so it was like a lot of friends, kind of like a big family touring around, and so it was a very good experience, I think.
Okay, so that tour was in much bigger venues to this tour. What was behind the decision to like a smaller, more intimate venue tour?
No, because we already did a couple of shows here in England in Scotland, and all the main cities. You always do them over and over again. So we wanted to try some like new territory for maybe people who don't want to travel to bigger city. You know, we want to go to their city and just new experience. I mean, since this is the last tour we do for the album, you know, it's just fun to do some different stuff. We're gonna go down to do some Spain and Portugal and France, to some places we missed out on the main part of the touring.
That's cool. Like, does it ever feel strange, because you're used to obviously like playing like the main stages of festivals and playing like to big fields and venues? Does it feel ever a bit more strange playing in smaller venues, or do you like the fact that it's kind of returns you to your roots and such?
Yeah, I mean, we've been playing all different kinds of venues in our career, so it's not. I mean, one day you might play a Wacken open air in front of maybe 80,000 people, and the next week you play in a small club. So I mean, it's we're used to this, and I think that they're both equally cool, you know, just in different ways. You know, here you get more. It's more sweaty. You're more close to the audience. It's more of a direct contact with the audience, while like a big festival, the first row might be maybe 20 meters away. So this is kind of cool but in a different way.
Okay, so you're touring with Huntress and Britain's own Savage Messiah. What's it like touring with them?
So far, it's been very good. Yeah, it's we toured with the Huntress before in the US, so we know them, and Messiah is the first time we meet actually, but it's a good package. So it's been good shows.
Yeah, because I noticed when you tour, you play with don't just play with death metal bands. You've played with like metalcore bands, like other styles of death metal and other side. What's like the appeal of playing shows with diverse lineups?
Well, in our opinion, we want to have like good bands. It doesn't really matter what kind of direction they have. It's just you want to have a good package, you know, that could attract a wider audience, you know. Because I know we do play death metal, but we have a kind of a melodic, kind of almost cheesy version of death metal. So we can actually attract people from a wider spectrum. Yeah. So I think it's cool to have, instead of have 3 bands that sound exactly the same, we would like to spread it out a little bit.
Because I remember, like, when you toured, I think, America with Sabaton, some people were worried that all the genres wouldn't really gel. But so, did you think that tour was a good tour?
Yeah, it was an amazing tour. I mean, I think we do have a similar, because it's all based on the melodies. Both bands, like So I think our audience they're open for all different stuff, and I think other bands' audience can like us, because it's easy, it's catchy.
Okay, so like recently on this tour, it was widely reported and posted online by metal publications that Johan lost his voice. But yeah, despite this, you still did the show, mainly part of it instrumental and part of guest vocals from like Huntress and fans. How important was it that you played on regardless?
Well, I mean, we rather not cancel a show. I mean, if possible, and also the fact, the opening bands, we want them to play too. So we took the decision to let's try to, since this is the first time ever we had to cancel a show because of vocal problems. We said let's give it a try and see if it works. We tried to do the best of the situation, and then we said if it's not good tomorrow, we might have to cancel. But let's give it a try, like first time, and I think it worked out great. I mean, most of the show was instrumental, of course, but that's kind of maybe a new thing for the fans who've seen us before. They can get to see that. And then we had Yill for Guardians of Osgore, and it was cool. Was fun. And then we had some fans come up for the two last songs, and it worked out great. So.
Were you surprised about how widely spread the news and instance was online and such, because it was posted on a lot of websites and fan forums and such?
Well, I mean, that's how it works today. It's a quick industry with the social media and thing. So.
Are you fans of the whole social media side, or do you just tend to stay out of it and like leave it to other people to do?
No, I try to be out there a little bit, but I mean, of course, I'm not super social media guy.
Okay. And
some of the guys in the band, they don't care at all. They don't use any of it, and some of us are using it a bit more. At least the big ones like Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Yeah. Because I mean that's how you reach at least the younger fans. That's a big part, the internet. So you have to, if you want to be there, you have to be online. Okay,
so this is the final tour of Deceiver of the Gods. Are you happy with how the album's been received?
Very much, very much. It's been since day one when it came out. All the reviews, it's excellent, and all the touring. We've been lucky to do really good tours for the whole album cycle. So yeah, it's been a very successful album cycle, like we call it.
Okay, like have you? That was obviously number 9. Your next album's going to be number 10. Have you started work on the 10th album yet? Even if it's just like a few lyrics or riffs yet?
Yeah, we just started just very recently. We have some ideas for songs and lyrics, but we haven't really sat down to put it together yet. But after this tour, that will be our main focus, just to work on the album 24/7. So hopefully we can record it after the summer. That's the plan. Okay. But we don't have any finished songs yet.
Okay. When can we see it released? Will it be next year, late this year?
I would hope that we could release it early next year, but it depends on so many factors. It has to work. Record label and release schedule and touring and studio time and all that. But hopefully early next year, that would be our plan.
Okay. So apart from writing and recording the new album, you got any other plans for the years, like a short festival tour, make a few festival appearances, or just like a few special shows or anything?
No, actually the plan is to stay out of shows, all the shows, and so we'll see if something really interesting shows up, we might do something, but our plan is to not do any festivals whatsoever this year.
Okay. So I remember you did Under the Influence, which was a cover EP, which had a Sabbath, DC and such covers on. Were you ever going to do another one of those covers, or a few other interesting covers?
Well, actually, it's not covers in that sense. It's influenced by it's our own songs, just strongly influenced by other bands. No, I don't know. We did this time to try it out. I think next time we'll try to find some other cool ideas to do. That hopefully some ideas no other bands did before. That's the whole tricky part, to find something that's different. Because doing covers over and over again is kind of boring in the end. So.
Because I remember you did a cover of Aerials by System of a Down. That would surprise a lot of people. Why was the decision behind that cover?
No, it's just that we we were fans of that song.
Okay.
For it was a very long story behind this whole thing, so I'm not going to go into that. But we just decided to do. I think we made 3 covers for that album. Was the previous album, and that was one of them. We decided like let's just do one a little bit outside our genre just for fun, but I think it turned out pretty cool.
Awesome. And finally, because like I've discovered your band because of Marvel's 4 film, because I was like, my friend was like, you like that film, you like metal, here's this band called Amon Amarth, you might like their song Twilight. Because of like the recent like explosion in popular culture because of like Game of Thrones and Vikings and the Marvel film, do you think this has positively impacted your band at all?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like everything that's similar to our thing. Like you said, a lot of people that are into Marvel and that stuff, they also like heavy metal, and we're like right in there. So it's the more movies out there about Vikings and stuff will help us. I'm sure of that.
Because some fans online have actually petitioned to get Twilight the Thunder God or you even just as cameos into one of the films. Would you ever consider working in that, considering how Johan's doing films and stuff now? Would you ever consider moving into that territory at all?
Yeah, if the opportunity would come up, we would definitely want to do something like that. That's a cool way to spread your music and also do something different, because we've been playing the band for like more than 20 years now, so it's fun to try out new stuff. Like Johan tried out being an actor for a while, and he thought it was super cool. So yeah, I mean we're open for all different stuff.
Awesome. Well, good luck with the show, and thank you very much for your time.
All right, thank you very much.